Yo dudes, before this video started, I just wanted to let you guys know that I do have drops enabled over on Twitch. If you guys want to come stop by the stream, you can get 3 different items, a calling card, an emblem, and a watch, so be sure to stop by twitch.tv, Acez-Gaming. I'll leave a link in the description and probably throw one on screen. Just wanted to let you guys know before the video started. Enjoy the vid. Yo guys, what's going on? It's Acez here today with another video, and in today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and today's going to be an opinionated video, so don't get too mad at me, but we're going to be talking about COD 2020 and why I personally think it needs to be delayed or just straight up canceled. So guys, I have a bunch of points written down. I'm going to throw some gameplay in the background, probably some Warzone because obviously it's a little bit more popular than regular Modern Warfare multiplayer, so hopefully the gameplay in the background isn't too garbage. So guys, let's get into what I have written here. We have Activision said that 2020's COD will not be a Black Ops COD, as I just said. I knew that was going to happen, but according to the leaks and everything that's already been kind of going around, it's going to be a Vietnam setting, and that's kind of an issue because let's just put it into perspective from Warzone. In a recent interview as well, I don't know if it was Infinity Ward or Activision, but they said Warzone is kind of going to be that centralization point for Call of Duty now. It's going to be that place where everything's going to connect. Well, I really personally don't see Vietnam fitting in any way to Warzone, and it's not like they're going to take the whole entire core Warzone game and, you know, make a brand new map when a new COD comes out that's a completely different map, that is not Verdansk, that is something completely different and is a whole entire Vietnam setting. Now, if they had a playlist that was like a Vietnam map and it was a whole entire DLC to the game, maybe that could work, but you know, there's a lot of issues with just a ton more content coming in the game, and you know, Call of Duty Modern Warfare right now as it stands is already 200 gigabytes. It's getting to the point where some players only have COD installed, and that is definitely a problem. So it's just, you know, I just can't see them fitting Vietnam into Warzone in its current state. Now, it's kind of ignorant to say because nothing has happened yet and Vietnam's not confirmed or anything, but you guys kind of get what I'm saying. It just doesn't really fit in my opinion. I really don't see the way it's going to correlate in any way unless there's some sort of huge update and map change. So, guys, there's 50 million players in Warzone right now. It's a free-to-play game, which is the best move. I've said this from the beginning once we heard about these leaks in Warzone, that it needed to be free-to-play. 50 million players, that is amazing. So, if Warzone never came out and those 50 million players didn't exist, quote unquote, then this really would not be a discussion at all because it would just be business as usual, a COD every year, good to go. This time around we have Warzone, and it's just so popular that I don't even think there's a need for another COD because they've released Warzone like 5 months into Modern Warfare. It's basically like we got a new game. We just use the same core mechanics, and it's kind of the same mechanics every year with COD. So I'm not really, you know, I just can't see them not delaying COD, especially with the ongoing things in the world right now. So here is a very opinionated statement from me. I don't think anybody, and when I say anybody, I mean more competitive players, you know, content creators, people who stream the game, all that stuff, people that kind of make a living or a livelihood from Call of Duty. I don't think any of those people really want a new COD. I don't think anybody wants another COD in 2020. I think we're good to wait another year for it. I mean, I have no desire to play another COD, and if we're thinking about this, Call of Duty typically comes out in October, and that would mean the betas and all the, you know, hype for it's going to come out in the summer. Well, we're in May. June is next month. That means we're probably going to start seeing some stuff on it, and I don't want Modern Warfare to be over this quick. I've had a great 6 months on this game. It's taken me 6 months to get Damascus, and now I'm finally just being able to relax, make some content for you guys, play with my homies, focus on Warzone, trying to get better at that, and all that good stuff. So I just can't see Modern Warfare being done yet. I just can't. It gives me goosebumps to even say that Modern Warfare is coming to an end when it has so much more potential left in it. So, and also, I think Modern Warfare, and another very opinionated statement, I think this is the best game since Black Ops 3. I think, you know, Black Ops 3 just had the jetpacking right. It was such a fun game. They introduced uplink, a really much better uplink than Advanced Warfare, I should say. Advanced Warfare kind of, you know, walked so Black Ops 3 could run. Black Ops 3 uplink was one of the funnest things I've ever played, running around with Overdrive, Ruin, and just scoring that uplink goal was the best feeling ever. I think this is the best COD since Black Ops 3. I still think Black Ops 3 was more fun than Modern Warfare, but it's kind of getting to the point now where they were both just kind of equals in my eyes, because Warzone is definitely very fun. But if we take away all the issues Modern Warfare has had, and there's been a lot of them, all the campers, all the little nuances that we hate about Modern Warfare, and just look at the core game, it is an absolutely amazing game compared to other CODs. The entire gunsmith this year, just like Battlefield, has been absolutely stellar. So I do want to say, if this is Activision just trying to get more money and it's just a cash grab to release another game, I kind of disagree with them doing that again. I kind of don't think they need another COD for that. You have 50 million players on Warzone. 50 million players. Just think about that. If one person spends $1, okay, then you have 50 million people spending $1. That's $50 million just off Warzone free players. That is absolutely mind-boggling to think about, and considering the best bundles in the game cost $20, we're talking some cash. So there's one person on my channel who just commented, like last night or a day ago, saying they already spent $250 or $150 on, customization. That does nothing. And there's still so much that can be created in customization. You could go forever with customization options because there's so many different colors, so many different weapons. You can release more weapons and then put skins for those weapons. It's an endless cycle of cash. So if they're just doing this for cash grab, I'm not for it. You can just make all that money from Warzone. So, I just can't really see it. I don't have a good reason for 2020 COD to be out yet. I have none. And, even in the past, CODs have had deadlines and they've been pushed out way too early. We saw this happen with, I think it was Black Ops 4. I can't remember, but one of the more recent Call of Duties was pushed out way too early. It felt like I was playing a completely unfinished game. It literally was trash. Halfway through Black Ops 4, it was Black Ops 4, I remember. We had no, customization options, nothing. We didn't have certain playlists. There was no campaign in Black Ops 4, which was a huge letdown. It's like, how could you leave such an unfinished game and give it to us? So it's like, even if you did get a 2020 COD released, I can't see them having a finished product, especially with the ongoing pandemic in the world. I mean, it just feels really, really ignorant of them to not even consider the situation they have happening. You have a pandemic, your resources are limited. It's probably going to be a lot harder to get your development team for, it's not going to be Infinity Ward. I forget the other one. I can't even think of one because Infinity Ward is kind of just taken over recently. But, it's just like, how are you getting all these resources together, keeping your game on time, and going to have a finished product that's better than Warzone and Modern Warfare combined? I don't see it. It just seems like a complete waste of time. And if we have to think about that in that aspect, I think they should just scrap the game. I don't think Vietnam is the way to go. I personally think we want modern games, and we're going to take a look at Battlefield for an example. You guys might not be too familiar with the Battlefield series, but we have had some amazing Battlefield games in the past. Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 were some of the best Battlefield games ever made. Then they came out with Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1, and even if there's another one now, I don't even know because I stopped playing the game. They have been so bad with these old-timey Battlefields, and they have really, really struggled for the Battlefield series since Battlefield 4. There was Battlefield Hardline, which was okay. It was like a bank-robbing one. It's kind of like Plunder and Warzone, but, it wasn't really there. Now, if we look at that compared to what's happening, the last COD that was extremely trash, it wasn't the last COD. Last COD was Black Ops 4, but 2 CODs ago, World War II. Worst Call of Duty I think I've ever played. It was a disaster. It was probably the most hated on COD since Ghost, and I do want to say, unpopular opinion, if you guys have not played Ghost competitively, it's probably why you didn't like it that much. I think Ghost is one of the best CODs, actually. It's one of my favorites. S&D and Ghost is unmatched to any S&D except for, maybe Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 S&D just felt amazing. So did Modern Warfare 3. But another rant, another day, another story. World War II was the first Call of Duty game that I had not prestiged in since Black Ops 1. Not including this game because obviously the leveling system in this game is chalk to say the least. That's another rant for another day as well. But World War II was a disaster, an old-timey game, complete disaster. Everybody was super hyped for it. Boots on the ground, COD was back, and it sucked. It was so bad. I think I was level like 49 in that game. I didn't even hit max rank. I don't know if it was 60 or 50, 55. I don't know. I just know I didn't hit max rank. It was so bad. There's like 3 videos on my channel about World War II, and you know, that is just atrocious. So I think due to the popularity of Modern Warfare, they just need to stick with Modern Warfare. They need to stick with Warzone. Why are you trying to fix something that's not broke? Having the different game studios is great until one game is super popular where it's going to cast a shadow over the other one, and nobody's going to be able like to see it. No one's going to think about it. No one's going to care. There's going to be another situation where I think it was Black Ops 1. It was the game that was released after Modern Warfare 2. People loved Modern Warfare 2 so much that the next game came out and nobody cared. They just all played Modern Warfare 2 for another year straight because it was such a good game. This is the same situation. The next game's going to come out and nobody's going to play it. So, regardless, I have to purchase the next Call of Duty to make content for it because it's my job. I'm a content creator. But all these streamers, all these content creators who do Call of Duty right now, nobody's going to want to do the next COD because everybody loves Warzone and Modern Warfare so much. If you don't want to do it, it's not going to be, motivating. It's not going to be fun for the creator. And it's very easy to see and feel the energy of like when you're having a good time. It's super easy to feel the energy coming off of a video unless you're like me and have a super monotone voice, or also like me when it's 4:30 in the morning and you're trying to keep your voice at a quiet level so you don't wake anybody up because you're on that gamer sleep schedule. So, sometimes you can't really tell if a creator's really digging it, but if you guys watch any of my videos, you can tell I'm passionate about COD, man. I'm always in the item shops talking about items that I think are cool. I'm very opinionated. When someone has a high opinion on a game or certain items about a game, that's how you know they're passionate for it and they're having a good time playing it. So if you look back at my World War II videos, I sound like a depressed, player. I don't want to play the game. I'm just sitting here doing what I have to. And it doesn't feel good, man. It's not a good feeling. It's like, I think it was Infinite Warfare when the trailer came out and somebody saw a jetpack in the background, and then the Infinite Warfare trailer is like the 5th most disliked video on YouTube. It's just like an instant energy that you can feel, and it's not a positive one. So, having creators having a good time is definitely a huge part of the game. That's why Warzone blew up. Everybody freaking loved it, and then more people start watching, more people start playing, and look where we're at now. An amazing, amazing game and amazing community. So, Modern Warfare, my channel alone already, I have 270 some uploads. Black Ops 4, which I did like Black Ops 4, but I didn't love it. And Black Ops 4, I think throughout the whole entire game, I only had like 280 uploads. Obviously, I had less subscribers. I only had like 1,000, 2,000 some subs. Now we're up to 12K. Thank you guys once more. I always thank you guys, and I'm very grateful that you guys are sticking around showing the love. But at the end of the day, man, this game is so much better, and I just think there's no reason to wrap this game up in 6 months. I just don't see a good quality reason for Activision to push this next COD in 2020. Let me know what you guys think, man. This is kind of a different video. I don't expect it to do well at all. Probably 200 views max. But I would love to hear some of your opinions if you made it this far in the video. I really would. So I try to, make a nice little list here and keep it under 15-minute video. But we're around 13 minutes, it looks like. So if you stuck around this long, I do really appreciate it. Be sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. Check out the sponsors in the description below. That's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm out.